I thought, I should get her a teddy bear. So. Welcome to the Jordan Michael Tuesday show. This is our first ever question and answer show, right? Right. So I'm Jordan Michael Tuesday. This is my wife,
Juliana Michael Tuesday.
Jordan and Juliana, and we're happy you're here. If you want to see what the Jordan Michael Tuesday show is all about, click some of these videos around us and you'll get a good feel of that. So, Juliana, what is our first question?
How long does it usually take you to come up with your girls' names? And what usually inspires them?
Okay, so I'm assuming that they're not talking about our girls' names in the show. Names that we pick in the show are like Sally, Karen, and my daughters are always getting on me because they always say I pick the same names every single time. So I'm assuming they're talking about our 7 children.
Jordan has 7 sisters, and so we ended up having 7 daughters, and so part of the girls' names, like either their first name or their middle name, is either part of one of his sister's names.
Okay, so we have Shauna Marie, we have Brianna Marie, I have a sister named Pamela Brooke, we have Melody Brooke, that kind of thing.
Yeah. One of our daughters' names Aubrielle Joy, and that Aubrielle actually means God is my strength and joy, and so that name means the joy of the Lord is my strength. And then with Elizabeth last year, and watching all the videos of this renovation of our house and everything like that, you've probably seen all of those, that we just felt like the Lord was really dealing with us with abundance last year. And the name Elizabeth means my God is abundance. And so we chose the name Jubilee because it felt like God was just doing a Jubilee and just doing it for us. And even though we were working, it felt like God was doing the work.
So the last one to name her after was Katrina. We went with Elizabeth Jubilee Kate. Next question.
The next question is, if your family could perform the live Jordan Michael Tuesday show anywhere in the world, where would it be?
I don't know if there's a destination in my mind. There's exciting things that'll come up that'll be like, oh, that's cool. And I think the mountains of Colorado is cool, but I think I'm just excited when I see the hand of the Lord on it. And I'm like, okay, well, this is a door He's opened. This is something He's doing, and we're not just trying to force open. And I'd just be excited that it's going to minister to people. It would be exciting to do it for people who have never heard the gospel. But I do like doing it for homeschool audiences. That's fun.
And I really like...
Because we were both were raised homeschooled, so it's like... It's just in our DNA. They understand us, we understand them, kind of thing. So.
And I really like that when we're doing the Jordan Michael Tuesday show and you hear a lot of laughter, and you know that it's like genuine laughter, it's not fake, and so that's really cool because you know it's like this is hitting the spot. How long have we been doing the Jordan Michael Tuesday show? And do we have any other YouTube channels?
Well, it's all we can do to get out the shows that we get out. So we don't have another channel, and we've been doing the Jordan Michael Tuesday show for 4.5 years, something like that.
Yeah, I think Aubrielle was a baby, and she just turned 5. What is your primary job other than YouTube?
What's your primary other job other than YouTube?
Okay, so I'm a wife and a mom.
And a homeschool mom.
And a homeschool mom.
That's right.
Yes, so that encompasses like every job title out there, probably.
You're a septic tank pumper? You said all the jobs. You're a baseball player?
I am a septic tank pumper.
You're a football player?
Yes, I probably have thrown the baseball with my kids. Not very often. Probably have thrown a football.
I am a painter. I've painted houses for 22 years. And I remember when I was 15, I started with my dad. And I said to my brother Carl, I was like, Carl, I am not painting for the rest of my life. I hope I'm not painting for the rest of my life, but I am painting houses. I paint houses. Did you both grow up in large families? Yes, we did. We both did. So you have to guess how many kids were in my family before I say it. Let's see if you can do it. 12. I was one of 12, and Juliana was one of...
I'm one of 9.
Don't tell them so fast.
Yeah, but here's the interesting thing that when we got married, I was not one of 9 kids because my only sister was born 3 weeks after my second daughter. So now I'm one of 9. I have 8 siblings, 7 brothers and 1 sister.
Two of our kids are older than their youngest aunt. And growing up in large families is awesome. some of my best friends, some of our closest friends are besides you, baby. Besides the Lord, besides my wife. Ouch, my head. Okay. How did we come up with the channel name? How did we come up with the channel name, George?
That's kind of my fault. I was like, well, Jordan, can we not put our last name on YouTube?
So we posted every Tuesday, so I simply said, well, my name is Jordan and Michael.
And we post on Tuesday.
We'll post on Tuesday. If you show up on our show, you're Michael Tuesday. Okay, so personal testimonies and backgrounds. I used to be a professional baseball player until I got into hockey. After hockey, I lost so many teeth that I said, this is too rough, I'm going to football. So I went to football for 7 years.
If you lost all your teeth, then that dentist should have put the fake ones in correctly.
Yeah. Then I became a quarterback of the Vikings. It's too cold up there, so I went to Green Bay and became a quarterback up there.
But it's cold up there too.
It was too cold up there too, so I quit football altogether and went into acting, which I was in about 7 feature-length movies. I was well known in the Hollywood scene, I guess, but there's a lot of pressure in the Hollywood scene, hard to raise a family, so we came out here and I became a shoe salesman. And it was hard because I was known as a football player, baseball player, hockey player, and an actor, so wherever I'd go, I would just get stuck in these long conversations about how interesting I am. So I didn't know what to do with the shoes, so I gave them to my kids, and now all my kids have to wear size 14 adult men's tennis shoes because that's what we had left. It was during my baseball career, Juliana showed up at a game and she just couldn't believe what she saw on the mound, and of course it was me. And she actually had seats in the nosebleed section, and she paid somebody $3,000 to come sit closer so she can just get a better look at my face. And whatever, I just didn't know her yet. I just could see this girl with binoculars, like looking at my face the whole time. And I threw one of my perfect games again that day, and when I was coming down, she just came down to the bullpen and said, I just know that there's nobody in the entire world that I'd rather spend my life with. And I said, who are you? But then I was thinking, well, she's pretty. I said, I'm sure this is not the kind of girl that you need to find her, she'll find you. And so I got onto the bus, and she had attached herself with rope on the back of the bus. So I didn't know what to do, and I just kind of tried to ignore her because she was screaming the whole time because we were at 55 miles an hour, and I didn't know where. We were going 55 miles an hour. So I thought, I should get her a teddy bear. So we slowed down, and the back of her heels were worn out because she'd been trying to stop the bus with her ankles. So I cut her loose, and I said, okay, I'll go on one date if you'll pay for it. And so we went over to Outback. She ordered bread, and she was just like, I don't really have the money to pay for anything but your meal. I'm like, that's okay. And so it just got to liking each other. I just thought about her again later during one of the pitching games, and I saw her selling hot dogs. Apparently she got a job at the stadium, and so I don't know if I can get away from her. Anyway, it's a long story, but it turned into a beautiful love story. We got married, and it's been happily ever after ever since.
I need to fix my makeup.
Yeah, me too. So personal testimonies, I don't know, backgrounds, they're not terribly interesting, are they? They're not that interesting in real life. No, I didn't do any of those things in real life, did I?
If you told your real story, people would be very interested, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I don't think we have enough time here to give testimony and background. Maybe we'll do a whole video. We used to have a video on here that was really poorly done about how we met and married. Maybe we should do how we met and how we came to get married. Maybe we should do a whole video on that and make it more interesting. Sometime soon.
Put our testimony in there too of how we came to the Lord and how we came to love the Lord.
Yeah. Well, somebody made the statement we should do a Patreon page, and we thought that's probably a little bit better because I think maybe it seems to have worked better for other YouTube channels and stuff like that. We've been doing PayPal, and I appreciate anybody that does support through that. We are going to try and put our Patreon page together, and hopefully in the next 2 weeks we'll have it there. I'm really bad at figuring these things out. That's a lot of our questions that we got on this channel. Anything else you want to say?
You thoroughly ruined my makeup.
Very good.
I'm good.
That we'll be getting back to the Jordan Michael Tuesday show, I believe next week. If next week or in 2 weeks, whenever we can make the time. We're heading down to a retreat here to do the live show, and I'm excited about that. I feel like the Lord's given us some good content about that, and maybe we'll see some of you there. So
we got a couple of fresh new skits and
fresh new ones. One that's done in the version of a soap opera about clean backpacks. I'd like to see a show of hands by comments down there. Who's been with us since we started 4 years ago? So leave your comments below, and we'll try and keep you posted on the Patreon page. And thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's show. We'll see you next time
on the Jordan Michael Tuesday show.
Shake hands.